Hello, sweet friends. Welcome to Crochet with Coffee. I'm Sarah, and today we are working on our Thrift and Lift blanket for our WIP Wednesday episode. And I have a visitor today. This is my puppy. He's not a puppy, but he's a sweet dog. His name's Griffey. So we are going to be continuing our Thrift and Lift blanket. So last time we ended on using basket number 2. So we are going to continue with starting on basket number 1 today. So I have been a little sad by the variety of colors that we have in this. I feel like they are all very much the same. We've got some blues and grays, white, got some red, more gray, red, brown. I like this brown and green. I'm a fan of those two. But the rest of them have really just been all the same color. But we have, look at the colors I have in there. It's, I've got the colors in here. And that is just crazy. So we're gonna do our first pick. And if you want to do a blanket like this, I have the link for the pattern. It is a written pattern by CJ Designs, and I have that linked in the description. It is just a granny stitch in the row, so it's back and forth for a granny stitch. So it's just, instead of going around in a granny square, you're just going up in rows. So let's do our first pick for today. I'm gonna see where I ended. So that's where I ended. It was a gray, white, and pink and purple variegated that we used last. So we are going to do basket number 1 is going to be our pick today. See what I can get. This is a big one. Oh boy. I don't know what this is. Let me see. I don't know what that one is. It's very interesting. It's an interesting look. So that will be very textured. I'm almost thinking this one might have to hold that double. Is that what we're guessing? I don't know. That is a big ball of yarn. So this one had a $5 tag on it. Pretty sure I didn't spend this, like the ones that were individually marked like that, I'm pretty sure I got them in a bag of things and I just dumped it into here. So, this one, I might need to use my scale and unwind half of it, but I'm pretty sure this is going to do more than the 3 rows that we typically want to do in here. But I mean, again, it's gray, it's in the family of gray. We need colors. Oh, do you like my shirt for fall? I was so excited when I could finally wear it. It is still a little bit warm, but it's a good day. It's a decent day to wear it. So, I think I will unwind a portion of this and double it up, and we'll see how it goes. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna unwind a little bit and start with doubling it up, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I get started. And today I have, what am I watching? I'm not sure what I'm gonna watch yet. I have my YouTube subscription list up of who I'm subscribed to, and I I don't know who I'm gonna watch, but if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear some of the people that you love to watch on YouTube, and share some of your favorites. That would be great for me to hear, and so that I can explore that as well. And while we're talking about subscribers, if you have not already subscribed to my channel and you like fun things like this Thrift and Lift blanket, and silly things like chatting on Mondays with me about my projects and the different things that I have done, and some patterns here and there, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. It is free, and I am wanting, my goal for this year would be to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of December this year. So if you could help me out by hitting that subscribe button or sharing the videos that I have to people that you think would enjoy these, that would be such a huge help. And also, if you could hit that like button, that would help me so much as well. But let me get this unwound a little bit, and I will start on the first row of it. I'll show you an update of what it looks like to start, and we'll see what it looks like with this black attached to lots of gray yarn already. So I will be back in a minute. While I was evening out this ball of yarn, I did find an end in there, so I'm just going to take what I have already unwound and what is attached to the ball, and I'm just going to start with these two ends and see where it gets me, and then move on from there. All right, so I did a couple stitches, and I definitely only need one strand of this because it is really thick. So this one was ending up holding it with two strands was like the equivalent of holding something like a medium 4 weight at, I don't know, like in threes or fours, three strands or 4 strands. It was very thick. So I am going to take that. I didn't even complete a whole granny stitch, so I'm going to take that out and just attach one strand. I don't know why I didn't do a test before that. I think maybe I just assumed it was not going to be as thick, because look at that. Seems like 2 would have been fine, but it's all these chunky sections all added together was making it very thick. So I just need to unknot this, and I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. This is what it's looking like so far. So it's a good size, just single strand. So I'm gonna keep going, and I will see how far this works up. I'm assuming I am going to have more than 3 rows worth of yarn to work through, so I will meet up with you when I am at that point, and we'll check it out and see what it looks like then. I have completed the amount of black that I'm going to be using for this yarn. I've ended over here, so I got my 3 rows there, and I worked all the way over this. Oh, still going. So that is where I started. So there's only two rows on top of this color here, but since I ended on this side, there's 3. And to keep going again, it would have put 4 on there, so I decided to stop. This is what I had left, so pretty much the whole thing. It did not use a lot at all. So this is going back in my basket. We're back in here to recirculate for another pick eventually. So we're gonna pick from basket number 2 for our second pick. And let's see what we can get tangled in there. Ooh, we got blue eyelash. Still in the same color. Got blues. Still in the same color. But it is eyelash. So eyelash I'm doing, I'm holding it triple. So I will just find, did I hold it triple? Yes, I held it triple. Last time I held it triple. So I'm just going to find, I think, the center pull or the outside. Let's see if that's center. That's the center. Don't you love it when you pull out a piece and it is the center? That is just the best. It's the best because then you don't have all that extra garbage that comes out. What do you guys call that? What do you call it when the center really pulls out the whole middle of the skein? I've heard it called yarn barf before. That is a new term to me as of recently. I don't even know what I would call that before. I'd just be like, oh, my skein exploded, or I got the guts of it or something. I don't know. What do you guys call it? Something? Do you guys have a name for it? Yarn barf is the only actual name that I've heard people use for that, but I'm not a huge fan of that because it just sounds gross. So did the guts of it. That sounds gross too, but I guess that would have been the term that I would have used. I don't know. Tell me what you guys call it so maybe I can get a new name for it. That maybe isn't guts or barf. Something gross. I'd rather a nicer name. Although it's not a very nice thing, so why do I want to make it sound nicer than it is? I don't know. All right, so holding this triple, just gonna start a new row and do a couple of these clusters so you can see what it looks like. I do like this eyelash yarn. I have not really used eyelash yarn for any projects just because I don't like that you can't see the stitches clearly, and I guess it would be good to use it with like a 4-weight yarn or something, maybe a scarf or something, because this one is really soft. This one, oh, I didn't read the label. Let me read the label to you. This one is a Premier Just Yarn eyelash, and it's considered a bulky 5. I don't know about you, but I would not consider that a bulky 5. That's not a bulky 5. It is a piece of string with some fuzz on it. Let's see. I'm gonna look at another eyelash and see what it says. This one is, what is it considered? This one is also considered a bulky 5. That is not, in what world? I just don't know in what world that is considered a bulky 5. It's like a 1 or 2 weight to me. Had another eyelash in here. Let me see if I can find it. This one. All right, this one is called Fun Fur by Lion Brand. And it does not have, it doesn't say what it's considered on there. But it says to use a 6.5 millimeter hook. And there's no way, really? I mean, I guess it would end up being more of a chain-like thing. This one is thicker than the other ones. But I would not classify that as a bulky 5. And it says to use a 6 millimeter hook. That's not where I would put it, but hey, whatever it is, I guess. I just lost my space. Yeah, but I've never used eyelash for a project even with like a medium 4-weight yarn. I think that would be a really cute scarf, and maybe I should try that at some point. I just have never done that. So let me know what you guys use eyelash for, because it'd be really fun to hear what projects you put eyelash with. And you know, I see Krista at the Secret Yarnery. If you guys haven't checked out her channel, she's really fun to watch. She does a lot of yarn unboxings from Ice Yarn, which I haven't ordered from them yet. I would be really interested to try out ordering from them, but I want to work down my stash that I have right now from my Joann haul from their closeout. And you know, I have a whole, I'm looking up because I see my whole wall of all my big twist yarn. Oh, which I did stop over at Michael's the other day, and they are setting up like a little basket and some shelves with big twist yarn. So if you haven't, if you love your big twist yarn, check your Michael's and see if they're getting it yet, because they started carrying it in both of the locations that are near me. And it was only a few colors. They had some of the pound skeins and then some of just the regular value skeins. So they're starting to carry things. And it's very, very few. Like I saw maybe like 1 or 2 skeins per color, but I don't know if they had more, and that has just been what's left over from selling it. So that is the first that I've seen, and I'll put up a little video of what I had, because I took a video when I was over there, so you guys can see what I saw. And let me know what your Michael's is carrying so far. And what was I doing? What was I talking about? I probably started 5 different topics and I haven't finished any of them, because my brain is all over the place. I have, okay, so I know I was talking about eyelash yarn, and Krista at the Secret Yarnery, she puts eyelash with a bunch of different things, and I like seeing the different things that she adds it to, so she makes it all cozy and fun. But if you love yarn unboxings, go check her out. She's a lot of fun, and she has like a wall of yarn, and she restocks it and talks about the different kinds that she gets from there. And yeah, I'd be interested in trying to order from Ice Yarn eventually when I need more, which I probably will not need for a few years because I've got a lot. Also, you could check out my yarn videos if you want to see what it looks like, what I'm looking at behind you. And yeah, but so what I was watching is a new channel that I have not watched before, but I was very excited to start watching her content. So this is Angie at the fabulous Empty Nest Crochet Vlog. So if you would like some nice content, she's very sweet. She has a pup. She talks about him, her, I can't remember, her, I think. She talks about her puppy, and not really puppy, it's a dog, but all dogs are puppies to me because they just think they never lose their cuteness. Especially this one down here. He is the sweetest dog, but I talked about my cat on Monday, how she's my shadow. This puppy is my shadow as well. Like, it's one or the other or both follow me around all the time. But he's a little sweetheart. He's here. So if you hear snoring, that's him. He's down here taking a nap next to me. But yes, go check out Angie's YouTube channel. She's really sweet, and I'm enjoying her content. If you are looking for another YouTube channel to check out and another one to watch, go check out Angie at the fabulous Empty Nest Crochet Vlog. All right, so I'm gonna keep going with this eyelash. Have you take a look before I go real quick. There's that. Looking good. Same color as everything else. Same family. All right, I'll be back. I'm all done with this blue eyelash. That is the little bit that was 2 rows here. The rest just went all the way across. So it was almost exactly 2 rows, or I'm sorry, almost exactly 1 row. And then just that tiny little bit. All right, so we did, what did we start on? We started on 1, we did 2. Now we're gonna work on number 3 in basket number 1. Let's see, I don't know what I want. Oh, you guys, look what we got. We got blue. It's bluish gray. Who would have thought? I say this every week, but my goodness. All right, so this one actually has a couple cool colors in there. So this is like it's got an orange and a yellow mixed into this blue. So I'm on board with that. It kind of matches my shirt, just a darker blue. But that is nice. This is a velvet. You know what it kind of feels like? The velvety, it's that velvety that I talked about last week that was like, it had like a funny dry feeling. It was, what one was it? This gray, bluish gray here, this one, it feels the same. That have you guys had that happen before? Because this has like that, it almost feels like it's dusted in like a cornstarch feel. You know how cornstarch has that squeaky feel when it's dusted on your fingers? That's what that feels like, and that's kind of what, maybe this one isn't as bad, but it still kind of feels the same way. So I don't know. I think this one is gonna be a double, but that's what I thought with the black. So let me try this. Let me just do a couple stitches with it and see how it feels or how it looks. But this one looks like it might be a little tangly. Uh-oh. You guys, this one is gonna be trouble. Oh boy. Let me see what I can do. I'll be right back. All right, it was twisted more than anything, so thankfully it wasn't too tangled. But that is what it's looking like, and it's like a light blue and dark blue twisted together, and then a strand of orange and yellow. Just fades into yellow. There's a little bit of blue on that little strand too. So that is what this one is. Let me work up a little bit just to see if I want to do 1 or 2 strands. Pretty sure this is going to be a 2-strand one. Yeah, this one's going to be a 2-strand. So that's just 1. And see how it's very holy? I want it to be more filled in than that. So I'm going to do 2 strands. So with this skein, I did find the outside and I found the center pole. So I got both of those going, and I am going to just attach that with a magic knot. Tie those 2 together and do a few stitches like that. And I'll show you what it looks like when I start working it up. There it is. It looks really pretty with those orange and yellows in there. But it's blue. I don't have anything against blue. I don't have anything against gray or white or anything like that. Let's see, cutting off my head over here. I don't have any problem with those colors, just so much at once. But I did have somebody mention that there will come a point where we will have all the colors. So if we use up all the dull colors now, then we will end up having a lot of bright colors at some point in our future. I don't know if they'll all come at once or if they'll sporadically happen. I mean, we did get that green. That green and the brown are my favorites so far. I actually even like it with that red. Because you know why? Those are close to my fall colors. So I'm gonna keep going with this and watching YouTube, and I will check back with you when I'm at the end of this color and let you see what it looks like. Okay, I am done with the other blue. It's really pretty worked up. All right, I am giving us one more chance this time. We're gonna pick one last color from basket number 2 and see what we can get. I'm hoping it's a good color. All right, I have one. It's a tiny, tiny one, but what is it? Oh, we were so close to it being something different. We got purple in a homespun. So purple in a homespun. What did I do with homespun? Was it 1 or 2? What did I do? We had a homespun that was, I held it double. So we're gonna hold this one double. I'm gonna do another one after this. I'm gonna do one more pick after this. We'll do it from basket number 1 and see what we can get. I'm gonna do this one. It's not gonna go very far because it's a tiny ball. So I'm going to tie this double to my last color, and after I work this up, I will show you what it looks like, and then we'll pick one more color. As of right now, one more color. We'll see. See if it ends up being more. My husband got home from work, and my buddy that was sitting in here wanted to go see him, so he's not in here anymore. But so I am lonely. He makes this closet warm. It's warm enough to start with, and then he puts his body heat in here and it gets extra warm. So all right, we have a purple. This is our second purple. We've had, let me see. All right, for blues, we've had 1, 2, 3, I think about 4 blues, and then 5 if you count that greenish blue purple thing. We've got grays. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and a black. And yeah, a lot of the same color. So this is our second purple, and I'm gonna do another pick from basket number 1, and I will be right back when we do that next pick. That was really fast. That is all that we got from that purple, and let's do another pick. Do another pick. It's a colorful basket. It's colorful, colorful. All right, I found one. Let's see. Okay, so this one. How are we gonna do this one? I thought I had another one of these. This is what I had. That one. And that one. Okay, so because there are different colors, do I want to... All right, so let me go over this. So it is Noro, Made in Japan. It is 100% wool. I got it for $2 at a thrift store. It says to use I think a 5mm, 4.5 to 5mm hook or needle. I can't tell, but medium 4 weight. $2 if you can see it. It's $2. Not that you need to see it. It's not anything fascinating, but $2 in housewares. And yeah, so let me see here if I could do a center pull and an outside. Okay, so there's the outside, and the center pull should be easy enough to find with this one. It's a very loose skein. I don't know if this has been used. And it doesn't say, oh, it says it was 50 grams. So this might be all that it is. So do I want to double it over? Let's see, this is the center color, and this is the outside color. So let me double it up, and hopefully our colors line up pretty good. I think I saw some like neon green in there. Ooh, we got color. We finally got color. All right, I'm gonna attach this, and I will work up a few stitches, and I'll show you and see what we've got with that. This is it so far. I'm so glad we have some color. We've got the blue. It's fading into a lighter blue, into a greenish. I'm starting with a brighter green here. And there are some purples and some darker greens. So this is going to be a nice one. I am so thrilled we finally have some color. Can't wait to see what it looks like. All right, I'm done. All right, let's take a look. We've got some purple. We've got some grayish blue. We've got some bright blue. We've got some green. And I'm happy with that. That extra pop of color. I'm so glad we finally have something that's bright. And I am going to say that that is the last color. Let's end on a good note. That's the last color for today. And thank you so much for joining me. I'm so glad to have had you. Again, if you have not already subscribed, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button. It is free to do that, and I am trying to reach 10,000 subs by the end of this year. So that would be a wonderful help if you could do that. Also, if you could give this video a thumbs up, that would help me a lot as well. And leave a comment if you would like to share any of your thoughts on today's video. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful week and you find joy in the little things.